Tuesday, 70 degrees. Hump day. Probably gonna need a sweater and an umbrella. Possibly. We'll just see what happens. And then Thursday, as a kid, my grandma, we called her Mama Nolan, and every time I went to her house, she said, "Jason, did you shoo today?" And she's so concerned about my bowel movements. And if I said, "Yeah," she'd go, "Well, that's really good." And if I said, "No," she'd be like, "Here, come and take this." And she would give me a Correctol women's laxative and a cup of RC Cola to wash it down. Just a word of advice: if you're hanging out with that girl that you think, man, she's the one, and you're having all these feelings for her, maybe she gave you a hug one night that lasted too long, and you want to tell her how you feel, just a word of advice: don't do that. Just go home. Again, it's not going to be too bad of a week, but you probably will need an umbrella and a sweater on hump day. But I really think she's the one. Like, she gave me this really long hug the other night, and we stood there forever. I'm so sorry. I know I gave you that hug that was really long, but I had like 2 or 3 glasses of wine, and I was just feeling warm and emotional. She does not want to hear that crap. She doesn't want to hear it. She is your friend, and you messed it up. She just wants to be friends with you. She doesn't want to date you, but she probably would have dated you if you wouldn't have told her how you feel. Bury your feelings. Go home and go to bed. No matter if she gave you a hug for 30 minutes. Dad is a much better man than you are. You do not compare to her dad. You want to find you a wife, or you find you a woman, you better get a job. One with insurance and benefits and some retirement. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how pretty she is. She feels good and she's warm and you like giving her long hugs. I know, I get it. She smells good. She smells great. You just gotta move on and just get in that car and then just drive. Embrace that loneliness. Like steak. She likes steak. Doesn't matter.
I just want to be friends. I told her how I feel. I told her that, I think she's really pretty and yeah, how's that working out for you? It's not.
Did you shoo today? You're gonna need an umbrella and a sweater on Wednesday. I really hope I shoo before hump day. Those birds aren't laughing at you. They're just chirping. Chance of cloudiness Friday. It's gonna be partly cloudy and 54 degrees. And again, this segment is sponsored by Tony's Ice Cream in Gastonia, North Carolina. If you're ever out that way,